lets us know that weeping may endure but for a night, but joy comes in the morning. Tell somebody good morning. Then David and the people that were with him lifted up their voices and wept until they had no more power to weep. And David's 2 wives were taken captive, Ahinoam and the Jezreelite, and Abigail his wife of Nabal the Carmelite. And David was greatly distressed, for the people spake of stoning him, because the soul of every people was grieved, every man for his son and for his daughters. But David encouraged himself in the Lord. I just want to pin it right there just for a minute, because what the people wasn't considered is that David had the same issues that they had. David's wives had been taken as well as theirs, and David was right with them while they were weeping and moaning. But the people were feeling some type of way because David was the one that had told them to move to Ziklag to begin with. So they really had it out for David. I'm sure they were thinking in their minds somewhere that if we had just stayed where we were, instead of coming here, our wives and our children would still be with us. But what happens when God brings you to a place where he wants to bless you and it looks like a curse? And this is what they were dealing with. They got back from fighting, and when they got back, they found out that their town, the town of Ziklag, had been burned basically down to the ground. And there was no evidence of the women or the children being killed, so they knew that the enemy had taken them captive. Sometimes the enemy seems like he'll just leave you alive to taunt you. But little did he know, when David inquired of the Lord, saying, shall I pursue after this truth? Shall I overtake them? He answered him, pursue, for thou shalt surely overtake them, and without fail recover all. God told him that he shall recover all. I just need you to just minister my topic to somebody on tonight and tell them you're in recovery. Come on, tell them you're in recovery, you're in recovery. I don't know if you've ever had any medical procedures or where you had to be put under for a minute under some anesthesia type of medicine, something to put you to sleep, something to knock you out so you can get a procedure done. And while you're under, you're not aware of anything that is going on around you. You're in the dark. That's the best sleep you can get. I'm telling you, by the time they wake you up, you don't even want to wake up. You just want to stay sleeping. Anybody know what I'm talking about? But tell somebody you're in recovery. You're in recovery. See, when you come out of recovery, they have to give you another type of medication to bring you back. They put you out, but then they got to bring you back. And when you wake up, wait a minute. Sometimes when you wake up, you don't wake up on a good note. Sometimes you wake up nauseous. Sometimes you wake up vomiting. Your head is spinning the room like it's going in 1,000 circles. You don't remember the nurse that brought you in, and you sure don't remember the one that brought you out because you've been under. But tell somebody, you will no longer feel that type of experience. You will no longer be delirious. You'll no longer, you'll no longer be nauseous. You'll no longer be concerned. But tell them you're in recovery. Hallelujah. You're in a place now where God is about to shake up some things. And the things that you lost, the things that you thought that you wouldn't get back, the things that you thought that was gone forever, and you also purposed in your mind that this is it, so ain't no sense of me worried about it anymore. Tell somebody you're in recovery. I just wish somebody would hear. I said this is for the group of us that's here tonight. Tell somebody you're in a good place. It might look bad right now. You might still be on the stretcher. You might still be looking for a blanket to warm you. But tell them you're in recovery. Tell them you're in recovery. You're in recovery. I don't care what the last year looked like. I don't care what the year like that looked like. I don't care what the last 6 months look like. Tell them you're in recovery. I don't care what the day look like. Tell them you're in recovery. Y'all don't even know. I feel that all the way down to my ankle bones. Oh, hallelujah. And so it says that David, he needs to know if he's in the right season, Prophet Alicia. He needs to know if this is the right season for him, or is he moving on his own term? Is he moving out of his own conscience, out of his own heart? He needs to know, God, is this you? inquire of the Lord. Go to God and ask him first before you move. Hey, so it said, and David inquired of the Lord. I'm at verse number 8, saying, shall I pursue after this troop? But remember now, they're in recovery. David has been hurting and weeping. You know, he's a little distraught. He's a little torn up. He don't really know what to do, but he understands that if the enemy got enough balls to come up into my camp, if the enemy got enough nerve to come up and take something that belongs to me, then I need to go to God and see what I need to do about it. I don't hear nobody talking, but I need to go to God. I need to go to God and see what he wants me to do about it. And so when David inquired at the Lord, saying, shall I pursue after this troop? I want to know if the things they took is worth me using my strength and my breath and my brain and my mind and my legs. I want to know if it's worth me going after it, because God, I understand that anything that's taken away is only a weight, but if it's not a weight, God, should I go get it, or do you have better for me? Yes. So he goes before God and he answers him, no, go after it, pursue, for thou shalt surely overtake them and without fail recover all. So David went, he and the 600 men, the same men that had just been fighting prior to them getting to Ziklag. It said that these 600 men, they went with David, and they that were with him and came to the brook Bezor, where those that were left behind stayed. But David